It's no surprise that the Ace family are one of the most disliked family channels throughout YouTube's history. Parents Austin McBroom and Catherine Pays were notoriously known for their multiple failed businesses, lawsuits, scams, and controversies that would eventually cause their entire empire to crumble. So it's not shocking that their most recent video, roughly 2 years ago, has over 400,000 dislikes and the internet thought they had simply vanished. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case when Catherine would go on the Call Her Daddy podcast in early 2025 to release the fact that while being a father to his 18 million subscribers, he was also cheating on his wife with over 20 different women.
This is a woman that is having a relationship with my husband.
How many do you think there are?
I don't know. I saw some headline things saying he said there was 20 or something.
I'm Indart, and as always, make sure to subscribe with notifications on. The Ace Family channel first launched in 2016 during the peak of YouTube's family vlogging era. Austin, being a former college basketball player, and Catherine, a model and influencer, quickly leaned into the format of daily family content. They shared their relationship with the world, with their first video being a Q&A on their family as a whole. Then came the spider prank, cockroach prank, stolen car prank, and eventually the epic car accident prank, garnering over 27 million views and setting the tone for the future of the Ace family.
The whole hood's gonna have to be repainted now. That's not the fender. How much is it? How much is it? What does it matter how much it is? How the hell are you gonna pay for it? Fix it. You're not gonna be able to fix it. Shit. Damn, boss. God. Ah.
He got pranked! He got pranked!
The pranks continued to get crazier with each and every upload, and eventually they had their first baby feature on the channel. It was the perfect formula. By 2018, they were one of the fastest growing channels on YouTube, pulling 10 million subscribers and months where they would easily surpass 50 million views. Their lives appeared to transform overnight, going from a small apartment to a $10 million mansion. The Ace family were no longer just any old vlog channel, as they were now one of the biggest names on the platform. Eventually, they would reach over 18 million subscribers, but as their popularity grew, so did the controversies. Fans began noticing that many of their promised giveaways, from vehicles, money, and vacations, rarely had visible winners. One prominent example of this is when they promised to give away their new car.
I am getting a new car, and because this car is still in such a great condition, it looks great, it works great, I was thinking about just giving it to one of you guys.
Ace family, all you have to do to have a chance to win Catherine's Tesla is download the Kick app right now and follow us at the Ace family. And make sure you stay tuned because we're going live on Sunday.
As stated, all you had to do was follow them on Kick. However, this is how the giveaway was ultimately revealed.
So when it came to picking our Tesla winner, it ended up being actually easier than we thought. The reason I say that is because we literally had like 2 other guys along with us looking for somebody who was really a part of the Ace family. Like,
so it's not
like how
random.
hard it is doing these giveaways, and sometimes like we get really frustrated because we don't really know if, you know, the person is like a part of the Ace family. We don't know if someone just comes on, doesn't really know us and seen us for the first time and is watching the stream, right? But in this particular person, our team actually did like their homework and research on this person. This person was one of the very first people to ever buy Ace family merch.
It was proof that the giveaway was only created as a way to generate viewers towards their Kick, and that it was never really randomized to begin with. Then there were moments of making fun of their own kids that crossed a line for many of their subscribers. Austin was slammed for filming himself buying a lollipop shaped like a for his daughter as a joke.
Show Catherine what you have in your hand. Show Catherine. Show her. She said it's a lollipop. Are you really making me buy this lollipop right now? You really want it? Yeah. Oh God.
This one's gonna be
Please, bro, put that in the bag right now. Keep that in the bag forever. Do not show that to anybody, okay? That's your little secret.
Then posts on Twitter started popping up, reading, "This disgusting, grown-ass man brought a child to a sex shop and bought a dick-shaped lollipop for her." And the replies weren't much better. "This is y'all's favorite YouTube family, LMAO." It ultimately didn't cause a huge amount of hatred towards the channel. However, the Ace family doubled down on the image of luxury. By 2019, they were showing off their new $10 million mansion. But it wasn't long before reports surfaced that the house wasn't even fully paid for. Lawsuits began piling up from contractors, claiming that the Ace family reveals they lost $10 million mansion after scam by a fake contractor who stole their money. YouTube's popular Ace family claims they were scammed by a shady contractor who took millions of dollars from them, abandoned their unfinished home, and left them unable to get a certificate of occupancy. They took the money to complete the house. They disbanded the company in a matter of weeks. Catherine said that they ran off with the money, but never returned. By 2021, the mansion was foreclosed if they couldn't pay back almost $9 million. Therefore, the home that was supposed to represent their success became the clearest sign that their finances weren't what they seemed. Things only got worse the following year when they announced the Ace Fest. It was marketed as Disneyland meets Coachella, and it was pitched as the ultimate family festival, complete with rides, performers, and meet and greets with the family themselves. The tickets weren't cheap either, starting at well over $100. But when the event finally arrived, everyone being disappointed was an understatement. Instead of a massive festival, it looked more like a small-town carnival. Rides were limited, the park was nearly empty, and many fans who had spent multiple hundreds of dollars felt ripped off. Clips of the underwhelming event spread across social media, and what was supposed to be a monumental project turned into one of the internet's biggest jokes. At the same time, Austin was trying to pivot into boxing. He created the 2021 Social Gloves Battle of the Platforms, a massive YouTubers vs TikTokers boxing event. On paper, it should have been a huge success, but just like the Ace Fest, it fell apart. Fighters claimed they weren't paid, lawsuits were filed towards Austin and his family for over $100 million, and the event was a total disaster. It was more proof of the family being people who couldn't deliver on any of their promises. By this point, the lawsuits were constant. Contractors, partners, and lenders were all coming forward with claims that Austin and Catherine owed them money. Every month seemed to bring a new headline about the family being sued, and the public perception of them had shifted completely. Multiple videos started surfacing of how Austin would act when the cameras were off.
What's going on, everybody? Ooh, look at my hair.
No.
Good thing I don't have to. No, I'm gonna say it. Good thing I don't have to be on camera today.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
My hair looks fucked up. I would not film like this. So just go.
Okay.
Or when he wasn't aware that he was being filmed.
Who did that?
Who did? Hey! Who did this? Yo, who would do this to our car?
Ryan probably, right?
It was no help towards the two when in early 2024 they would decide to divorce. Catherine posted, "We have mutually agreed to a divorce and will part amicably. Our paths as a couple have shifted and has created challenges that are irreconcilable. This decision comes with a very heavy heart." Although she would go on to regret this message in its entirety only 1 year later. Catherine then went on to publish her book, in which Austin wasn't aware what was being written. The book was titled My Journey Home, Finding Myself Beyond the Ace Family, where she goes through how rough her life had turned ever since becoming part of the Ace family. Austin was quick to respond with a half-an-hour video criticizing her every move. He even brought up Catherine's substance use that makes you hallucinate and believe something that's not true.
When she first came to me and told me that she wanted to do ayahuasca, for those of you who don't know what ayahuasca is, you can look it up for yourself. The research I've done and the friends that told me about it have said it is a legal substance that can cause someone to hallucinate and have you believe something that is not true.
Austin went on talking about how much he disliked her using it.
She even went as far as telling me that she was the reincarnated Virgin Mary. And that she no longer wanted to have sex and she didn't want to use her body in that way. You guys put yourself in my shoes, and if your significant other told you that they were the Virgin Mary and no longer wanted to have sex with you, what would you do?
But besides this, every other point was nothing more than a giant waste of time. On the Call Her Daddy podcast, the host Alex would interview Catherine about her life story as the mother of the Ace family. However, the title of My Husband Cheated with 20 Women and pulling in over 11 million views, this is where the internet turned on Austin for good. Catherine mentioned that she didn't mind when Austin would go away on a trip with his friends as he worked extremely hard for the family.
Super exhausted, super tired, and so he said, I want to go to Miami. And I said, you go on your trip. And I remember calling my mom and my mom saying, I would never let my husband leave when my baby's just a couple months old. Like, you're different. And I'm thinking, oh, well, I don't know. I was like, I think he deserves it. He's been working so hard. He edits, people don't realize he edited every single video on our channel. We didn't have an editor. So I thought, he deserves to go out. Like, it's okay. He wants to go on a business trip, whatever.
But during one specific trip to Miami, Austin would accidentally pocket dial Catherine, and this is what she heard.
And he pocket dialed me accidentally. And I heard women in the back. There were a couple women, and I thought, okay, well, I guess my husband's hanging out with women.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, whatever. Hung up the phone, continued my day.
Initially, she didn't think much of it, but later on, when he returned home, something much worse had happened.
It was just, a regular moment. Yeah. We're there filming. He's filming our daughter's first haircut, and I'm kind of like, I'm taking photos for myself for my phone, like, oh my gosh, like taking the photo, and then like a movie, my phone dies. It just goes black. And I look at him without a thought and I go, give me your phone. Let me take a photo. Cause we're gonna miss the moment. She's getting her first haircut. As soon as my hand grabs that phone, mind you, I had never looked in his phone. I grabbed the phone and it felt kind of weird cause I'm like holding his phone, right? It just felt odd because I knew maybe things he was hiding. I didn't want to look.
Yep.
As soon as I grabbed the phone,
no.
Like out of a movie, this long text comes through. If you really love your wife, you wouldn't be da-da-da-da-da. And I like my brain scanned it, but I wasn't able to read it fully. But in that moment, my heart drops. I'm pregnant. There's people watching us. The camera's on. It felt like, it just felt surreal. The assistant notices, looks at him. He grabs the phone from me and instantly deletes the message. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's true.
Catherine then confirmed that she found out that on a specific trip, Austin took part in an...
Did you ever get confirmation if the infamous yacht happened?
Yes, I actually did. Yeah.
Wow. And that was when he butt dialed you that weekend?
That was that weekend, yeah.
And as expected, this was absolutely heartbreaking to find out. She made it clear she had contact with 3 of the other women Austin cheated with, but speculated that there was at least 20 more.
How many do you think there are?
I don't know. I saw some headline things saying he said there was 20 or something.
Fortunately, there were over 15,000 comments that showed their support for her. Honestly, give her major props for keeping it classy and not dragging him. That takes a lot of self-control. Cheating on your wife is disgusting. Cheating on your wife while pregnant is absolutely the lowest of the low. And cheating on your wife while pregnant and then not even being man enough to admit it and take accountability is absolutely pathetic. Over on Austin's Instagram, whenever he decides to post a picture, everybody is making fun of him for cheating on his wife, and that Catherine deserves all the love and happiness you never gave her. His career seems to be completely totaled and will not recover from it, while it seems Catherine just got married to her boyfriend at the end of September, so the likelihood of the two ever getting back together is 0.